How's it going, everybody? My name is Sith Holocron, and I'm just looking at my dog, which is kind of cool. So, the patch notes are out. The patch notes are out. This is excellent. Everything about this is fantastic. There are some really, really good things in the new patch that goes live this week. So, that has deck builders like me going, oh, Jesus, now what got buffed? And two things in my mind got buffed quite well. One is one of the Jaggeds. So we do have the Jagged Butcher, gets played in most Bilgewater decks, but the other guy doesn't. So let's see why he didn't, shall we? That's probably a good idea. So if we go in here and is it this one? It is this one. So let's go to the patch notes, which aren't even out yet. So let me show you what's happening. I have made two decks, the Jagged Crew and Lee Sin Tarek, and we're going to do the Jagged Crew first. Now, please bear in mind, things are going to change. So I'm going to bring up for my own personal use today's patch notes on my phone. So let's pull this up and we'll have a look. So this is the deck on the left hand side as always, and we have the patch 1.10 notes right here. So there's a nerf to Ezreal. You've now got to target people 10 times, and Lee Sin, we'll talk about that in the next video, because he got completely rechanged. Mana cost, health, his spell, everything. He's a brand new character. Can't wait to play him. Warchef's got a bit of a nerf. Flash of Brilliance is back down to 3, so my new Heimer Vi deck is going to absolutely love that. Snapvines went up in power, which I don't really want to see any more Snapvine decks ever, so thank you for that. Crackshot Corsair got made a 1-2 instead of a 1-1, which is kind of good. But the one that got done the most, in my opinion, is this card. This is the Taskmaster, which doesn't get played anywhere. So what are the changes? You've probably never played it. You probably went right past it because the streamers don't use it. Well, they want you to use it. That's why it's in the patch. So here's the thing. Currently, that is exactly how it is before it changes. It is a 3-cost 4/3. If you plunder, grant 1-cost allies everywhere, +1 power. Not really good enough to get into most decks is the real reason why the streamers weren't using it. However, the cost of this is going down to 2. Its power is going down to 3, and its health is going down to 2. So everything, every stat line in here, reduction by 1. So, can we plunder in a deck? Because the Yordle Grifter is now pretty much out now, to be honest. Yeah, it was the one that used to give you a warning shot in hand. Now it's, I mean, that's what it pretty much said. When you play it, you got one. Now it's an Allegiance card, and you're going to have to pretty much run a Darrowing deck and like 3 cards from somewhere else just to get the nab and create the warning shot. So this person is what we're building it around. Therefore, we need Plunder. The card triggers its Plunder ability when played if you damage the enemy Nexus this round. So we need to get stuff into the Nexus. Remember, this is going to be a 2-cost. So let's play a whole load of 1-drops. And let's build our Jagged Crew 1.10. To play. Discard 1. Create 2 Daring Poros in hand. That is the elusive Daring Poro. That's a 1-1 and elusive. Unless you're playing against elusives, that's how you're going to get your plunder. That's magnificent. You can do that turn 1. But what you're really going to want to do that is on turn 2 and hard mulligan to hell for the card we're building this deck around. That's why this is the Jagged crew, because we're also running the Jagged Butcher. So the Jagged Taskmaster, plunder, grant 1 cost allies everywhere +1. That little daring Poro. We're running 3 of these. We get to play that and get 2 in hand. All of a sudden it's going to get very out of control. We're even running 1 just so you can run it because we want 1 cost drops. There is big things about running 3 of these and dropping other things out because this is a 2-1. 1 second. So, apologies for me being noisy. So, 1 drops. We must plunder. Welcome to Fizz. Welcome to Fizz. But this deck isn't a normal Fizz deck. We're only running 15 spells. Like, that's it. That's all we're doing. He's a 2-1. He'll become a 3-1 the minute you plunder and you then drop down anything. All your 1 cost allies. Look at this. Grant 1 cost allies everywhere +1/0. He is a nightmare. Cast a spell, he's pretty much elusive. It also stops all other enemy spells targeting me, and it's just ridiculous. But if you then Nexus Strike with him, you get this, which is another spell, which grants an enemy vulnerable. You summon Longtooth, who's got Overwhelm, and a 5/2. So you take the vulnerable you want out, that you know isn't going to die. Even if it is going to die, the 5/2 will probably kill whatever it's going. Fizz is an automatic include because he's a 1-of. So is Jagged Butcher. Now we're getting a 3-2 Jagged Butcher. Now we're getting a 4-3 Jagged Butcher. Do you see where we're going and this our little synergy of stuff? Look at all of this down the side. My God, like this is like deck building 1092. This is not deck building 101. Nobody puts this amount of 3 1-drops in because you're mad. Now we are all in on Jagged Taskmaster. You want as many of these as you can possibly get because you're going to get tons of 1s. The problem is you can actually end up with no hand at all. So be very careful with the ones that you're putting down. Especially when you've maybe got 7 cards and you've got 8 mana and you want to drop. Don't. Just don't. Take the ones that are going to get through. Take your elusives. Take all that sort of stuff. I have a Fizz elusive deck. This is going to be miles better. Like this, in my opinion, the reduction of this guy to make the 1-drops this effective is game breaking, in my opinion. So let's keep going. You plunder, you drop this down. Now he's a 3-3 and stays a 3-3. If you have another one after you've got the Taskmaster down, he is now a 4-3. Oh my God! I mean, it's complete madness. Jury Rig. If you cast it, then you get a 1-1. Now he's a 2-1. Pole Shark. Now a 2-2. And when I'm summoned, draw at the next round start a card and give it fleeting. If it's another 1, put the fleeting 1 down. It's an extra card. I mean, it's like, what? He becomes a 2-2. That's even better. And then the one that's actually going to win you the game. Because this, there is nothing I don't like about that art. That poor geezer carrying that lantern is so dead. Absolutely so dead to the twin blade twirling pirate S. And he has no idea what's hiding for him round the corner. That is just fabulous art. I love the people who did the Bilgewater art. The fact, however, that she is fearsome and elusive and a 2-1. You can get out the Daring Poros at 2s. Fizz is already at a 2. All of these things, the Daring Poros, the Prowling Cutthroats, and just chip away 10 damage in a turn. Hold off, let them get 12 in, and then just fire straight back over the top again and win. It's pretty much an elusive OTK deck, but not really, because it doesn't do it in 1 turn, it does it in 2. But we can do even more things. we can do even more things. Welcome back to Timo. Timo, who seems to be in an awful lot of decks at the minute that I'm building until this came along and went, well, the only one cost people in the game that are champions, if we take all this out and go there, they're the only two. That's mad. So let's go back into here and P&Z, which is where we are. And there we go. So, you know, everything else is like... So I was literally going through, do I want Daring Portals? Well, yes. Do I want this? I was nearly going to put this in to make him a 2-2. And that could be something that we could put in here, because now you're dealing 1 to the enemy nexus all the time. And that I'm almost wanting to do, but we're too far down the elusive route really to do anything else. But getting the general... Because he actually needs taken off the board, especially if he became like a 2-1. You know, you could actually maybe throw him out, but you wouldn't, because you'd be keeping him every time an ally attacks, deal 1 to the enemy nexus. But we've got enough elusives here that we probably don't need him. But, like, if you think you do, if it's not working out as well as I'm foreseeing that it will work out, he is one of the things I would drop at least one of the Daring Portals, because you're getting 6 from that one. Try one of them, or get rid of one of the jury rigs. But the reason the jury rigs is a 2 of is because of the next one, which is Sonnet Urchin. She would become a 3-1, and you can also bring out the jury rig 1-1, and then etc, etc, etc. So, is there any way of speeding this up? Well, yes, there is. Yes, there is. So, we're going to run 2 Make It Rains. And remember, throw that out and get the jury rig. You are flying. But, you know, this is the card. Get this card. You get 2 of them. Oh, my God. And that's, you know, remember, it's not going to be those stats. It's going to be 2 cost, 3-2. Grant 1 cost allies everywhere. That and a 3-2 for 3 is still really good. Like, that's still really, really good. Because that's his stats for 2 mana. But we're running 3 of these because we want the extra follower. And if you get something like a Plunder Portal, oh my god. Dear God. Dear God. It could just be phenomenal. I mean, it really could be phenomenal. Especially if you've already plundered, have the 3 mana left, then drop him down, get the 1 cost. And you know, any 1 cost follower, my god, of course we're running 3 of these. I mean, you'd just be mad not to. Pick a card. I desperately want 3 of these. I desperately want 3 of these. Shuffle a card from hand into your deck to draw 3 at the next round start and give them all fleeting. It's just to give you more usage to get the cards that you need. Because if you haven't got Jagged Taskmaster, that'll get you it out. You know, at the next turn. It's a brilliant card in Twisted Fate decks. It's going to be a brilliant card in here. And then again, if we're really bricked, we're going to do this. We will actually salvage. We will toss 2 to draw 2. We'll toss 2 more to draw 2 more to be able to get your Jagged Taskmaster. This one is the one I'm most concerned about. Like, I am genuinely concerned about that card, because if I lose the Jagged Taskmasters, I would not be happy. Like, I really will not be happy at all. To be honest, there are quite a few things that we could change around. The Crackshot Corsair could be put in for this. The more I think about it, I think pick a card's just probably better. So I think, because I made all these on my phone, so that's why I'm sort of looking down to kind of go. I think, to be honest, we could put in. We could take all of them out, put 2 of those in, and another Poro. Oh, hang on. Where is he? There he is. We could do that. We could actually just do that. And I think that's actually probably better, because then you're always ensuring that you're getting your plunder effects in, so that he will always go off. Yeah, I like that a lot better. And then to end the thing altogether, burst spell, 4 mana, when drawn, cost 2 less this round. If you get this, set an ally to 4/4, put it to one of your elusives, and absolutely smash the life out of it. Just smash the life out of them. This is the Jagged Crew Plunder Elusive deck. Done by me before the thing has even started. So apologies for what will now, in maybe a couple of weeks' time from now, go, really? Was that card that stats? Yes, that Jagged Taskmaster was those stats. That is the deck shared to the clipboard. Thank you so much for watching another Sith Holocron Donger deck discussion. We've been here for about 15 minutes. That's our normal rough time about going through the deck and what you want to get from a brand new deck from a brand new patch. Mulligan wise, Jagged Taskmaster and Jagged Taskmaster. Bin everything else that isn't a 1-drop and go to town. Until the next time, thanks for watching. Dongers out.